Hi guys, and welcome to my basement full of projects. Depends on how this video goes to see if we get another one made. Here is my 08 Grizzly. I'm going to go over today on changing the rear shocks out to Honda trx450 front shocks. Now these rear shocks, as you know, if you are a Grizzly owner, they are very stiff. And I'll show you, like, it basically does not move. The rear shocks on this is 16s. The front shocks on a Honda TRX are 16 and a half. It should make a very well swap. The spring rate on these are 7 kilograms per millimeter, which is roughly about 400 pounds per inch, which should be stiff enough for the four-wheeler. I actually have a 2011 four-wheeler here that I did swap the rear suspension out to the Honda, and as you can see here it is, and it does actually flex a lot better than factory. I've actually rode the four-wheeler and it does ride a whole lot better than the factory Grizzly suspension. But on this video I'm going to go over changing the front out. I'm going to change it out to the Yamaha, the yfz front suspension. This suspension is a lot lighter than the Honda at 4.9 kilograms per millimeter, which is roughly about 250 inch-pounds. And I've already taken one of the shocks off of the 2011. As you can see, it's on the jack stand. Well, not really, but anyway, I have the front shock here. It's about 14 millimeters. The front shock on the yfz is about 15 3/4, so it's going to grow 1 3/4 inches. We will see how that works out on this video. Stay tuned, and I will install the left side. Alright, to be continued. Alright, here's one down, and as you can see, well, you really can't see, but I turned the nuts right there on the top. I loosened the shock all the way up to its maximum. It is definitely stretched the suspension out all the way. I wish they had been more light. I will get a light to finish the video with, but I'm not really sure. Let me go get a blue. Alright, I'm back with a light. As you can see, the front axle's kinda in a little bit of a bind. I'm going to have to make a lowering kit somehow with this. It was very difficult to get that in, and like extremely difficult to get that in. I don't know what was actually binding getting to stop me from getting it in. I don't know. The wheel does seem to still roll easily, so I don't know. We'll get both of them on and see what the suspension feels like. So let's proceed. Alright, I'm back. I wanted to show you something. Like I said earlier, I put these two nuts all the way to the top of the shock. The easiest way I found to loosen them up, sure enough, while it's off, is you get some channel locks. You grab one on the top, one on the bottom, and it's very tough to do with one hand, but you can get it to loosen up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it one-handed, but it does work. Sorry for the shaky video. I'm trying to watch both hands. Yeah, as you can see, I loosened it up just then. Let me do this off camera. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I loosened it all the way up. I brought the nuts all the way to the end, and be careful not to make your spring loose in between the two. You want to keep it snug. But anyway, so off to put it on the four-wheeler. I will let me get the bottom in, and I will show you how difficult it is actually putting the top in. Alright, here is the top, and as you can see how low that is for the bottom. So what you have to do is really force it to go down and into it, and of course I won't be able to do this on camera, but give me a second. Alright, well, I did get the suspension on there, and it did soak up a lot. I might have to make, it's gonna be weird, I might have to make a lowering kit for my Grizzly to use the full range of these shocks. So I'm not sure, but stand up here. The front is still very soft, but it does actually, it rides normal. It's at a normal height, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. And there's my cat on top of a folder. But anyway, still not exactly sure. I want to ride it and see how it actually rides and test it out before I say how good it really is. But like I said, I got another project. We're putting Toyota axles up under a Samurai, kind of like mine, but well, not as big. We're gonna make it more street legal. And what we're gonna put in the Samurai is a Volkswagen 1.9 TDI with the ALH Toyota transfer case transmission setup. Of course, there's the axles. We took them down to rebuild, and I do have a lot of other projects going, but for now I think I did pretty good with the suspension. Till next time.